Good morning, Northwest. I'm Strawberry Shortcake, and I'd like to welcome you to Titan Connects. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance. Oh, wait. Put your right hand over your heart and your left hand by your side and say it with us. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for dress code check.
Did you do something different over here?
I don't know. It looks kind of different today.
I like it.
Thank you. Anyway, you may now be seated. Good morning, Northwest. This is Strawberry Shortcake with the Positivity Project Other People Mindset. This includes 5 elements that are intended to help people understand ways to build positive relationships in their own lives. Sorry. This week, we will focus on one element of the Other People Mindset, supporting others when they struggle. Is it Wednesday? In other words, individuals who live the other people mindset of supporting others when they struggle might be described as kind, giving, supportive, encouraging, uplifting, and caring. Remember, a person can demonstrate the other people mindset every single day. As you go through your day, be sure to look for opportunities where you can support others when they struggle. We have a little bit of announcements.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. The 6th through 18th of December, we will be selling the little candy cane candy grams for $1 in the cafeteria. They will be sold during breakfast, and they will be delivered on December 20th, and they cost $1. I don't know if I said that. But anyway, time for Mr. Egnott.
Thank you, Strawberry. We appreciate that. Happy Wednesday, Northwest. I hope everybody is able to stay dry today. Hopefully the rainy days are going to be past us here in the next couple of hours, and we can see the sunshine again. Wednesday, on December 11th, we have our 3 titles that are taking place here. So I have Greta Thunberg, who is the young lady that you see over here. She would been high school age. She was actually the youngest person that was ever put on Time Magazine's Person of the Year. The reason being is that she is an environmental activist from Sweden, and her big push was to get rid of the fossil fuels in our world, to get rid of coal and gasoline burning carbon footprints, and to go more towards the solar side. And for her as an activist, what she actually did was sail from Europe to the United States, to New York City, on a solar-powered yacht. And that the purpose of that was to show that you can travel great distances using solar power. And she made an impassioned speech to the United States Congress. So imagine doing that if you are 16 years old and you are the Person of the Year in Time Magazine, and also that you're talking to the United States Congress addressing all of those members. So she has definitely made her impact in the environmental activism industry. The next one is in the center, and you can see here it says, Germany declares war on the United States. So I know we've been talking a lot about World War II in the past couple of weeks with our history. So we know that December 7th, on last Saturday, I talked about that last Wednesday, which was the attack of the Japanese military on the naval base in Hawaii in Pearl Harbor. And then on December 11th of the same year, Adolf Hitler sends a declaration of war to the United States Secretary of State to officially say that they are now at war with the United States. So then the U.S. now is fighting what is called a two-front war. So they are fighting in the Pacific area, of Japan. And then eventually they will be moving into Western Europe and fighting the German army that is starting the World War II. The third picture I have here, which is an interesting one, and I added it to because it's also related to a pretty famous movie, the Lufthansa heist, which took place at JFK Airport I believe it was 1981. Still considered the biggest heist in American history. The day that they had taken, the day that this heist was done, it was an inside job that was done by the JFK cargo workers. It was two gentlemen that were working there, and they knew that typically JFK has large shipments of European currency that's turned into American currency, and that currency is taken by trucks to the banks to be able to be placed in there. But there was a delay, and obviously the person working in the warehouse knows that there is going to be a delay. So he and another person, they start to organize, and they actually get the mafia involved in this heist. And it was taking over $5 million in 1981. So in today's dollars, with inflation, that would have been a heist of over $21 million that was taken from the JFK warehouse. It was also portrayed in a very famous movie called The Goodfellas. The Goodfellas would come out a couple years later, and it was and part of the movie was dedicated to kind of theatricize the heist that took place. So I thought that was kind of like an interesting story and still considered to be the greatest heist in American history. The majority of the people that were involved with the heist are missing or have perished, and a few of them did spend the rest of their days in prison. The other little tidbit about that is that most of the money that was taken that particular day has still not been accounted for. So there is still the Lufthansa heist money is still out there somewhere in the United States. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for this week, Wednesday, This Day in History. We'll make sure that Northwest, we're always being respectful, being responsible, and being safe. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful Wednesday.